And the Lord called Moses again and spoke to him out of the tabernacle of witness, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, If any man of ye shall bring gifts to the Lord, ye shall bring your gifts of the cattle and of the oxen and of the sheep. If his gift be a whole burnt offering, he shall bring an unblemished male of the herd to the door of the tabernacle of witness. He shall bring it as acceptable before the Lord. And he shall lay his hand on the head of the burnt offering as a thing acceptable for him, to make atonement for him. And they shall slay the calf before the Lord, and the sons of Aaron the priest shall bring the blood, and they shall pour the blood round about on the altar, which is at the doors of the tabernacle of witness. And having flayed the whole burnt offering, they shall divide it by its limbs. And the sons of Aaron the priest shall put fire on the altar, and shall pile wood on the fire. And the sons of Aaron the priest shall pile up the divided parts, and the head, and the fat on the wood on the fire, the wood which is on the altar. And the entrails and the feet they shall wash in water, and the priest shall put all on the altar. It is a burnt offering, a sacrifice, a smell of sweet savor to the Lord. And if his gift be of the sheep to the Lord, or of the lambs, or of the kids for whole burnt offerings, he shall bring it a male without blemish. And he shall lay his hand on its head, and they shall kill it by the side of the altar, toward the north before the Lord, and the sons of Aaron the priest shall pour its blood on the altar round about. And they shall divide it by its limbs, and its head and its fat, and the priest shall pile them up on the wood which is on the fire, on the altar. And they shall wash the entrails and the feet with water, and the priest shall bring all the parts and put them on the altar. It is a burnt offering, a sacrifice, a smell of sweet savor to the Lord. And if he bring his gift, a burnt offering to the Lord, of birds, then shall he bring his gift of doves or pigeons. And the priest shall bring it to the altar, and shall wring off its head, and the priest shall put it on the altar, and shall wring out the blood at the bottom of the altar. And he shall take away the crop with the feathers, and shall cast it forth by the altar toward the east to the place of the ashes. And he shall break it off from the wings, and shall not separate it, and the priest shall put it on the altar on the wood which is on the fire. It is a burnt offering, a sacrifice, a sweet-smelling savor to the Lord. And if a soul bring a gift, a sacrifice to the Lord, his gift shall be fine flour, and he shall pour oil upon it, and shall put frankincense on it. It is a sacrifice. And he shall bring it to the priests the sons of Aaron, and having taken from it a handful of the fine flour with the oil, and all its frankincense, then the priest shall put the memorial of it on the altar. It is a sacrifice, an odor of sweet savor to the Lord. And the remainder of the sacrifice shall be for Aaron and his sons, a most holy portion from the sacrifices of the Lord. And if he bring as a gift a sacrifice baked from the oven, a gift to the Lord of fine flour, he shall bring unleavened bread kneaded with oil, and unleavened cakes anointed with oil. And if thy gift be a sacrifice from a pan, it is fine flour mingled with oil, unleavened offerings. And thou shalt break them into fragments and pour oil upon them. It is a sacrifice to the Lord. And if thy gift be a sacrifice from the hearth, it shall be made of fine flour with oil. And he shall offer the sacrifice which he shall make of these to the Lord, and shall bring it to the priest. And the priest shall approach the altar, and shall take away from the sacrifice a memorial of it, and the priest shall place it on the altar, a burnt offering, a smell of sweet savor to the Lord. And that which is left of the sacrifice shall be for Aaron and his sons, most holy from the burnt offerings of the Lord. Ye shall not leaven any sacrifice which ye shall bring to the Lord, for as to any leaven, or any honey, ye shall not bring of it to offer a gift to the Lord. Ye shall bring them in the way of fruits to the Lord, but they shall not be offered on the altar for a sweet-smelling savor to the Lord. And every gift of your sacrifice shall be seasoned with salt. Omit not the salt of the covenant of the Lord from your sacrifices. On every gift of yours ye shall offer salt to the Lord your God. And if thou wouldest offer a sacrifice of first fruits to the Lord, it shall be new grains ground and roasted for the Lord, so shalt thou bring the sacrifice of the first fruits. And thou shalt pour oil upon it, and shalt put frankincense on it. It is a sacrifice. And the priest shall offer the memorial of it taken from the grains with the oil, and all its frankincense. It is a burnt offering to the Lord. And if his gift to the Lord be a peace offering, if he should bring it of the oxen, whether it be male or whether it be female, he shall bring it unblemished before the Lord. And he shall lay his hands on the head of the gift, and shall slay it before the Lord, by the doors of the tabernacle of witness. And the priests the sons of Aaron shall pour the blood on the altar of burnt offerings round about. And they shall bring of the peace offering a burnt sacrifice to the Lord, the fat covering the belly, and all the fat on the belly. And the 2 kidneys and the fat that is upon them, he shall take away that which is on the thighs, and the caul above the liver together with the kidneys. And the priests the sons of Aaron shall offer them on the altar on the burnt offering, on the wood which is on the fire upon the altar. It is a burnt offering, a smell of sweet savor to the Lord. And if his gift be of the sheep, a peace offering to the Lord, male or female, he shall bring it unblemished. If he bring a lamb for his gift, he shall bring it before the Lord. And he shall lay his hands on the head of his offering, and shall slay it by the doors of the tabernacle of witness, and the priests the sons of Aaron shall pour out the blood on the altar round about. And he shall bring of the peace offering a burnt sacrifice to the Lord. The fat and the hinder part unblemished he shall take away with the loins, and having taken away all the fat that covers the belly, and all the fat that is on the belly, and both the kidneys and the fat that is upon them, and that which is on the thighs, and the caul which is on the liver with the kidneys, the priest shall offer these on the altar. It is a sacrifice of sweet savor, a burnt offering to the Lord. And if his offering be of the goats, then shall he bring it before the Lord. And he shall lay his hands on its head, and they shall slay it before the Lord by the doors of the tabernacle of witness, and the priests the sons of Aaron shall pour out the blood on the altar round about. And he shall offer of it a burnt offering to the Lord, even the fat that covers the belly, and all the fat that is on the belly. And both the kidneys, and all the fat that is upon them, that which is upon the thighs, and the caul of the liver with the kidneys, shall he take away. And the priest shall offer it upon the altar. It is a burnt offering, a smell of sweet savor to the Lord. All the fat belongs to the Lord. It is a perpetual statute throughout your generations, in all your habitations, ye shall eat no fat and no blood. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, If a soul shall sin unwillingly before the Lord, in any of the commandments of the Lord concerning things which he ought not to do, and shall do some of them, if the anointed priest sin so as to cause the people to sin, then shall he bring for his sin, which he has sinned, an unblemished calf of the herd to the Lord for his sin. And he shall bring the calf to the door of the tabernacle of witness before the Lord, and he shall put his hand on the head of the calf before the Lord, and shall slay the calf in the presence of the Lord. And the anointed priest who has been consecrated, having received of the blood of the calf, shall then bring it into the tabernacle of witness. And the priest shall dip his finger into the blood, and sprinkle of the blood 7 times before the Lord, over against the holy veil. And the priest shall put of the blood of the calf on the horns of the altar of the compound incense which is before the Lord, which is in the tabernacle of witness, and all the blood of the calf shall he pour out by the foot of the altar of whole burnt offerings, which is by the doors of the tabernacle of witness. And all the fat of the calf of the sin offerings shall he take off from it, the fat that covers the inwards, and all the fat that is on the inwards, and the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is upon them, which is on the thighs, and the caul that is on the liver with the kidneys, them shall he take away, as he takes it away from the calf of the sacrifice of peace offering, so shall the priest offer it on the altar of burnt offering. And they shall take the skin of the calf, and all his flesh with the head and the extremities and the belly and the dung, and they shall carry out the whole calf out of the camp into a clean place, where they pour out the ashes, and they shall consume it thereon wood with fire. It shall be burnt on the ashes poured out. And if the whole congregation of Israel trespass ignorantly, and a thing should escape the notice of the congregation, and they should do one thing forbidden of any of the commands of the Lord, which ought not to be done, and should transgress, and the sin wherein they have sinned should become known to them, then shall the congregation bring an unblemished calf of the herd for a sin offering, and they shall bring it to the doors of the tabernacle of witness. And the elders of the congregation shall lay their hands on the head of the calf before the Lord, and they shall slay the calf before the Lord. And the anointed priest shall bring in of the blood of the calf into the tabernacle of witness. And the priest shall dip his finger into some of the blood of the calf, and shall sprinkle it 7 times before the Lord, in front of the veil of the sanctuary. And the priest shall put some of the blood on the horns of the altar of the incense of composition, which is before the Lord, which is in the tabernacle of witness, and he shall pour out all the blood at the bottom of the altar of whole burnt offerings, which is by the door of the tabernacle of witness. And he shall take away all the fat from it, and shall offer it up on the altar. And he shall do to the calf as he did to the calf of the sin offering, so shall it be done, and the priest shall make atonement for them, and the trespass shall be forgiven them. And they shall carry forth the calf whole without the camp, and they shall burn the calf as they burnt the former calf. It is the sign offering of the congregation. And if a ruler sin, and break one of all the commands of the Lord his God, doing the thing which ought not to be done, unwillingly, and shall sin and trespass, and his trespass wherein he has sinned be known to him, then shall he offer for his gift a kid of the goats, a male without blemish. And he shall lay his hand on the head of the kid, and they shall kill it in the place where they kill the victims for whole burnt offerings before the Lord. It is a sin offering. And the priest shall put some of the blood of the sin offering with his finger on the horns of the altar of whole burnt offering, and he shall pour out all its blood by the bottom of the altar of whole burnt offerings. And he shall offer up all his fat on the altar, as the fat of the sacrifice of peace offering, and a priest shall make atonement for him concerning his sin, and it shall be forgiven him. And if a soul of the people of the land should sin unwillingly, in doing a thing contrary to any of the commandments of the Lord, which ought not to be done, and shall transgress, and his sin should be known to him, wherein he has sinned, then shall he bring a kid of the goats, a female without blemish shall he bring for his sin, which he has sinned. And he shall lay his hand on the head of his sin offering, and they shall slay the kid of the sin offering in the place where they slay the victims for whole burnt offerings. And the priest shall take of its blood with his finger, and shall put it on the horns of the altar of whole burnt offerings, and all its blood he shall pour forth by the foot of the altar. And he shall take away all the fat, as the fat is taken away from the sacrifice of peace offering, and the priest shall offer it on the altar for a smell of sweet savor to the Lord, and the priest shall make atonement for him, and his sin shall be forgiven him. And if he should offer a lamb for his sin offering, he shall offer it a female without blemish. And he shall lay his hand on the head of the sin offerings, and they shall kill it in the place where they kill the victims for whole burnt offerings. And the priest shall take of the blood of the sin offering with his finger, and shall put it on the horns of the altar of whole burnt offerings, and he shall pour out all its blood by the bottom of the altar of whole burnt offering. And he shall take away all his fat, as the fat of the lamb of the sacrifice of peace offering is taken away, and the priest shall put it on the altar for a whole burnt offering to the Lord, and the priest shall make atonement for him for the sin which he sinned, and it shall be forgiven him. And if a soul sin, and hear the voice of swearing, and he is a witness or has seen or been conscious, if he do not report it, he shall bear his iniquity. That soul which shall touch any unclean thing, or carcass, or that which is unclean being taken of beasts, or the dead bodies of abominable reptiles which are unclean, or carcasses of unclean cattle, or should touch the uncleanness of a man, or whatever kind, which he may touch and be defiled by, and it should have escaped him, but afterwards he should know, then shall he have transgressed. That unrighteous soul, which determines with his lips to do evil or to do good according to whatsoever a man may determine with an oath, and it shall have escaped his notice, and he shall afterwards know it, and so he should sin in some one of these things, then shall he declare his sin in the things wherein he has sinned by that sin. And he shall bring for his transgressions against the Lord, for his sin which he has sinned, a ewe lamb of the flock, or a kid of the goats, for a sign offering, and the priest shall make an atonement for him for his sin which he has sinned, and his sin shall be forgiven him. And if he cannot afford a sheep, he shall bring for his sin which he has sinned 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons to the Lord, one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering. And he shall bring them to the priest, and the priest shall bring the sign offering first, and the priest shall pinch off the head from the neck, and shall not divide the body. And he shall sprinkle of the blood of the sin offering on the side of the altar, but the rest of the blood he shall drop at the foot of the altar, for it is a sin offering. And he shall make the second a whole burnt offering, as it is fit, and the priest shall make atonement for his sin which he has sinned, and it shall be forgiven him. And if he cannot afford a pair of turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons, then shall he bring as his gift for his sin the 10th part of an ephah of fine flour for a sin offering. He shall not pour oil upon it, nor shall he put frankincense upon it, because it is a sin offering. And he shall bring it to the priest, and the priest having taken a handful of it, shall lay the memorial of it on the altar of whole burnt offerings to the Lord. It is a sin offering. And the priest shall make atonement for him for his sin, which he has sinned in one of these things, and it shall be forgiven him, and that which is left shall be the priest's, as an offering of fine flour. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, the soul which shall be really unconscious, and shall sin unwillingly in any of the holy things of the Lord, shall even bring to the Lord for his transgression a ram of the flock without blemish, valued according to shekels of silver according to the shekel of the sanctuary, for his transgression wherein he transgressed. And he shall make compensation for that wherein he has sinned in the holy things, and he shall add the 5th part to it, and give it to the priest, and the priest shall make atonement for him with the ram of transgression, and his sin shall be forgiven him. And the soul which shall sin, and do one thing against any of the commandments of the Lord, which it is not right to do, and has not known it, and shall have transgressed, and shall have contracted guilt, he shall even bring a ram without blemish from the flock, valued at a price of silver for his transgression to the priest, and the priest shall make atonement for his trespass of ignorance, wherein he ignorantly trespassed, and he knew it not, and it shall be forgiven him. For he has surely been guilty of transgression before the Lord. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, The soul which shall have sinned, and willfully overlooked the commandments of the Lord, and shall have dealt falsely in the affairs of his neighbor in the matter of a deposit, or concerning fellowship, or concerning plunder, or has in anything wronged his neighbor, or has found that which was lost, and shall have lied concerning it, and shall have sworn unjustly concerning any one of all the things, whatsoever a man may do, so as to sin hereby, it shall come to pass, whensoever he shall have sinned, and transgressed, that he shall restore the plunder which he has seized, or redress the injury which he has committed, or restore the deposit which was entrusted to him, or the lost article which he has found of any kind, about which he swore unjustly, he shall even restore it in full, and he shall add to it a 5th part besides. He shall restore it to him whose it is in the day in which he happens to be convicted. And he shall bring to the Lord for his trespass a ram of the flock, without blemish, of value to the amount of the thing in which he trespassed. And the priest shall make atonement for him before the Lord, and he shall be forgiven for any one of all the things which he did and trespassed in it. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Charge Aaron and his sons, saying, This is the law of whole burnt offering. This is the whole burnt offering in its burning on the altar all the night till the morning, and the fire of the altar shall burn on it, it shall not be put out. And the priest shall put on the linen tunic, and he shall put the linen drawers on his body, and shall take away that which has been thoroughly burnt, which the fire shall have consumed, even the whole burnt offering from the altar, and he shall put it near the altar. And he shall put off his robe, and put on another robe, and he shall take forth the offering that has been burnt without the camp into a clean place. And the fire on the altar shall be kept burning on it, and shall not be extinguished, and the priest shall burn on it wood every morning, and shall heap on it the whole burnt offering, and shall lay on it the fat of the peace offering. And the fire shall always burn on the altar, it shall not be extinguished. This is the law of the sacrifice, which the sons of Aaron shall bring near before the Lord, before the altar. And he shall take from it a handful of the fine flour of the sacrifice with its oil, and with all its frankincense, which are upon the sacrifice, and he shall offer up on the altar a burnt offering as a sweet-smelling savor, a memorial of it to the Lord. And Aaron and his sons shall eat that which is left of it. It shall be eaten without leaven in a holy place. They shall eat it in the court of the tabernacle of witness. It shall not be baked with leaven. I have given it as a portion to them of the burnt offerings of the Lord. It is most holy, as the offering for sin, and as the offering for trespass. Every male of the priests shall eat it. It is a perpetual ordinance throughout your generations of the burnt offerings of the Lord. Whosoever shall touch them shall be hallowed. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, This is the gift of Aaron and of his sons, which they shall offer to the Lord in the day in which thou shalt anoint him, the 10th of an ephah of fine flour for a sacrifice continually, the half of it in the morning, and the half of it in the evening. It shall be made with oil in a frying pan. He shall offer it kneaded and in rolls, an offering of fragments, an offering of a sweet savor unto the Lord. The anointed priest who is in his place, one of his sons, shall offer it. It is a perpetual statute, it shall all be consumed. And every sacrifice of a priest shall be thoroughly burnt, and shall not be eaten. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons, saying, This is the law of the sin offering. In the place where they slay the whole burnt offering, they shall slay the sin offerings before the Lord. They are most holy. The priest that offers it shall eat it. In a holy place it shall be eaten, in the court of the tabernacle of witness. Every one that touches the flesh of it shall be holy, and on whosoever garment any of its blood shall have been sprinkled, whosoever shall have it sprinkled, shall be washed in the holy place. And the earthen vessel, in which soever it shall have been sodden, shall be broken, and if it shall have been sodden in a brazen vessel, he shall scour it and wash it with water. Every male among the priests shall eat it. It is most holy to the Lord. And no offerings for sin, of whose blood there shall be brought any into the tabernacle of witness to make atonement in the holy place, shall be eaten. They shall be burned with fire. And this is the law of the ram for the trespass offering. It is most holy. In the place where they slay the whole burnt offering, they shall slay the ram of the trespass offering before the Lord, and he shall pour out the blood at the bottom of the altar round about. And he shall offer all the fat from it, and the loins, and all the fat that covers the inwards, and all the fat that is upon the inwards, and the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is upon them, that which is upon the thighs, and the caul upon the liver with the kidney, he shall take them away. And the priest shall offer them on the altar of burnt offering to the Lord. It is for trespass. Every male of the priest shall eat them. In the holy place they shall eat them. They are most holy. As the sin offering, so also is the trespass offering. There is one law of them, the priest who shall make atonement with it, his it shall be. And as for the priest who offers a man's whole burnt offering, the skin of the whole burnt offering which he offers shall be his. And every sacrifice which shall be prepared in the oven, and every one which shall be prepared on the hearth, or on a frying pan, it is the property of the priest that offers it, it shall be his. And every sacrifice made up with oil, or not made up with oil, shall belong to the sons of Aaron, an equal portion to each. This is the law of the sacrifice of peace offering, which they shall bring to the Lord. If a man should offer it for praise, then shall he bring, for the sacrifice of praise, loaves of fine flour made up with oil, and unleavened cakes anointed with oil, and fine flour kneaded with oil. With leavened bread he shall offer his gifts, with the peace offering of praise. And he shall bring one of all his gifts, a separate offering to the Lord. It shall belong to the priest who pours forth the blood of the peace offering. And the flesh of the sacrifice of the peace offering of praise shall be his, and it shall be eaten in the day in which it is offered. They shall not leave of it till the morning. And if it be a vow, or he offer his gift of his own will, on whatsoever day he shall offer his sacrifice, it shall be eaten, and on the morrow. And that which is left of the flesh of the sacrifice till the 3rd day, shall be consumed with fire. And if he do at all eat of the flesh on the 3rd day, it shall not be accepted for him that offers, it shall not be reckoned to him, it is pollution, and whatsoever soul shall eat of it, shall bear his iniquity. And whatsoever flesh shall have touched any unclean thing, it shall not be eaten, it shall be consumed with fire. Every one that is clean shall eat the flesh. And whatsoever soul shall eat of the flesh of the sacrifice of the peace offering which is the Lord's, and his uncleanness be upon him, that soul shall perish from his people. And whatsoever soul shall touch any unclean thing, either of the uncleanness of a man, or of unclean quadrupeds, or any unclean abominable thing, and shall eat of the flesh of the sacrifice of the peace offering, which is the Lord's, that soul shall perish from his people. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Ye shall eat no fat of oxen, or sheep, or goats. And the fat of such animals as have died of themselves, or have been seized of beasts, may be employed for any work, but it shall not be eaten for food. Every one that eats fat off the beasts, from which he will bring a burnt offering to the Lord, that soul shall perish from his people. Ye shall eat no blood in all your habitations, either of beasts or of birds. Every soul that shall eat blood, that soul shall perish from his people. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Thou shalt also speak to the children of Israel, saying, He that offers a sacrifice of peace offering shall bring his gift to the Lord also from the sacrifice of peace offering. His hands shall bring the burnt offerings to the Lord, the fat which is on the breast and the lobe of the liver. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take Aaron and his sons, and his robes, and the anointing oil, and the calf for the sin offering, and the 2 rams, and the basket of unleavened bread, and assemble the whole congregation at the door of the tabernacle of witness. And Moses did as the Lord appointed him, and he assembled the congregation at the door of the tabernacle of witness. And Moses said to the congregation, This is the thing which the Lord has commanded you to do. And Moses brought nigh Aaron and his sons, and washed them with water, and put on him the coat, and girded him with the girdle, and clothed him with the tunic, and put on him the ephod, and girded him with a girdle according to the make of the ephod, and clasped him closely with it, and put upon it the oracle, and put upon the oracle the manifestation and the truth. And he put the mitre on his head, and put upon the mitre in front the golden plate, the most holy thing, as the Lord commanded Moses. And Moses took of the anointing oil, and sprinkled of it 7 times on the altar, and anointed the altar, and hallowed it, and all things on it, and the laver, and its foot, and sanctified them, and anointed the tabernacle and all its furniture, and hallowed it. And Moses poured of the anointing oil on the head of Aaron, and he anointed him and sanctified him. And Moses brought the sons of Aaron near, and put on them coats and girded them with girdles, and put on them bonnets, as the Lord commanded Moses. And Moses brought near the calf for the sin offering, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands on the head of the calf of the sin offering. And he slew it, and Moses took of the blood, and put it on the horns of the altar round about with his finger, and he purified the altar, and poured out the blood at the bottom of the altar, and sanctified it, to make atonement upon it. And Moses took all the fat that was upon the inwards, and the lobe on the liver, and both the kidneys, and the fat that was upon them, and Moses offered them on the altar. But the calf, and his hide, and his flesh, and his dung, he burnt with fire without the camp, as the Lord commanded Moses. And Moses brought near the ram for a whole burnt offering, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands on the head of the ram. And Moses slew the ram, and Moses poured the blood on the altar round about. And he divided the ram by its limbs, and Moses offered the head, and the limbs, and the fat, and he washed the belly and the feet with water. And Moses offered up the whole ram on the altar. It is a whole burnt offering for a sweet-smelling savor. It is a burnt offering to the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And Moses brought the second ram, the ram of consecration, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands on the head of the ram, and he slew him. And Moses took of his blood, and put it upon the tip of Aaron's right ear, and on the thumb of his right hand, and on the great toe of his right foot. And Moses brought near the sons of Aaron, and Moses put of the blood on the tips of their right ears, and on the thumbs of their right hands, and on the great toes of their right feet, and Moses poured out the blood on the altar round about. And he took the fat, and the rump, and the fat on the belly, and the lobe of the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is upon them, and the right shoulder. And from the basket of consecration, which was before the Lord, he also took 1 unleavened loaf, and 1 loaf made with oil, and 1 cake, and put them upon the fat, and the right shoulder, and put them all on the hands of Aaron, and upon the hands of his sons, and offered them up for a wave offering before the Lord. And Moses took them at their hands, and Moses offered them on the altar, on the whole burnt offering of consecration, which is a smell of sweet savor. It is a burnt offering to the Lord. And Moses took the breast, and separated it for a heave offering before the Lord, from the ram of consecration, and it became Moses' portion, as the Lord commanded Moses. And Moses took of the anointing oil, and of the blood that was on the altar, and sprinkled it on Aaron, and on his garments, and his sons, and the garments of his sons with him. And he sanctified Aaron and his garments, and his sons, and the garments of his sons with him. And Moses said to Aaron and to his sons, Boil the flesh in the tent of the tabernacle of witness in the holy place, and there ye shall eat it, and the loaves in the basket of consecration, as it has been appointed me, the Lord, saying, Aaron and his sons shall eat them. And that which is left of the flesh and of the loaves burn ye with fire. And ye shall not go out from the door of the tabernacle of witness for 7 days, until the day be fulfilled, the day of your consecration, for in 7 days shall he consecrate you, as he did in this day on which the Lord commanded me to do so, to make an atonement for you. And ye shall remain 7 days at the door of the tabernacle of witness, day and night. Ye shall observe the ordinances of the Lord, that ye die not, for so has the Lord God commanded me. And Aaron and his sons performed all these commands which the Lord commanded Moses. And it came to pass on the 8th day, that Moses called Aaron and his sons, and the elders of Israel, and Moses said to Aaron, Take to thyself a young calf of the herd for a sin offering, and a ram for a whole burnt offering, unblemished, and offer them before the Lord. And speak to the elders of Israel, saying, Take 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and a young calf, and a lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, spotless, and a calf and a ram for a peace offering before the Lord, and fine flour mingled with oil, for today the Lord will appear among you. And they took as Moses commanded them before the tabernacle of witness, and all the congregation drew nigh, and they stood before the Lord. And Moses said, This is the thing which the Lord has spoken, do it, and the glory of the Lord shall appear among you. And Moses said to Aaron, Draw nigh to the altar, and offer thy sin offering, and thy whole burnt offering, and make atonement for thyself, and for thy house, and offer the gifts of the people, and make atonement for them, as the Lord commanded Moses. And Aaron drew nigh to the altar, and slew the calf of his sin offering. And the sons of Aaron brought the blood to him, and he dipped his finger into the blood, and put it on the horns of the altar, and he poured out the blood at the bottom of the altar. And he offered up on the altar the fat and the kidneys and the lobe of the liver of the sin offering, according as the Lord commanded Moses. And the flesh and the hide he burnt with fire outside of the camp. And he slew the whole burnt offering, and the sons of Aaron brought the blood to him, and he poured it on the altar round about. And they brought the whole burnt offering, according to its pieces, them and the head he put upon the altar. And he washed the belly and the feet with water, and he put them on the whole burnt offering on the altar. And he brought the gift of the people, and took the goat of the sin offering of the people, and slew it, and purified it as also the first. And he brought the whole burnt offering, and offered it in due form. And he brought the sacrifice and filled his hands with it, and laid it on the altar, besides the morning whole burnt offering. And he slew the calf, and the ram of the sacrifice of peace offering of the people, and the sons of Aaron brought the blood to him, and he poured it out on the altar round about. And he took the fat of the calf, and the hindquarters of the ram, and the fat covering the belly, and the 2 kidneys, and the fat upon them, and the caul on the liver. And he put the fat on the breasts, and offered the fat on the altar. And Aaron separated the breast and the right shoulder as a choice offering before the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And Aaron lifted up his hands on the people and blessed them, and after he had offered the sin offering, and the whole burnt offerings, and the peace offerings, he came down. And Moses and Aaron entered into the tabernacle of witness. And they came out and blessed all the people, and the glory of the Lord appeared to all the people. And fire came forth from the Lord, and devoured the offerings on the altar, both the whole burnt offerings and the fat, and all the people saw, and were amazed, and fell upon their faces. And the 2 sons of Aaron, Nadab and Abiud, took each his censer, and put fire therein, and threw incense thereon, and offered strange fire before the Lord, which the Lord did not command them, and fire came forth from the Lord, and devoured them, and they died before the Lord. And Moses said to Aaron, This is the thing which the Lord spoke, saying, I will be sanctified among them that draw nigh to me, and I will be glorified in the whole congregation. And Aaron was pricked in his heart. And Moses called Mesadi and Elisaphan, sons of Oziel, sons of the brother of Aaron's father, and said to them, Draw near and take your brethren from before the sanctuary out of the camp. And they came near and took them in their coats out of the camp, as Moses said. And Moses said to Aaron, and Eleazar, and Ithamar his sons that were left, Ye shall not make bare your heads, and ye shall not tear your garments, that ye die not, and so there should be wrath on all the congregation. But your brethren, even all the house of Israel, shall lament for the burning, with which they were burnt by the Lord. And ye shall not go forth from the door of the tabernacle of witness, that ye die not, for the Lord's anointing oil is upon you. And they did according to the word of Moses. And the Lord spoke to Aaron, saying, Ye shall not drink wine nor strong drink, thou and thy sons with thee, whensoever ye enter into the tabernacle of witness, or when ye approach the altar, so shall ye not die. It is a perpetual statute for your generations, to distinguish between sacred and profane, and between clean and unclean, and to teach the children of Israel all the statutes, which the Lord spoke to them by Moses. And Moses said to Aaron, and to Eleazar and Ithamar, the sons of Aaron who survived, Take the sacrifice that is left of the burnt offerings of the Lord, and ye shall eat unleavened bread by the altar. It is most holy. And ye shall eat it in the holy place, for this is a statute for thee and a statute for thy sons, of the burnt offerings to the Lord, for so it has been commanded me. And ye shall eat the breast of separation, and the shoulder of the choice offering in the holy place, thou and thy sons and thy house with thee, for it has been given as an ordinance for thee and an ordinance for thy sons, of the sacrifices of peace offering of the children of Israel. They shall bring the shoulder of the choice offering, and the breast of the separation upon the burnt offerings of the fat, to separate for a separation before the Lord, and it shall be a perpetual ordinance for thee and thy sons and thy daughters with thee, as the Lord commanded Moses. And Moses diligently sought the goat of the sin offering, but it had been consumed by fire. And Moses was angry with Eleazar and Ithamar the sons of Aaron that were left, saying, Why did ye not eat the sin offering in the holy place? For because it is most holy he has given you this to eat, that ye might take away the sin of the congregation, and make atonement for them before the Lord. For the blood of it was not brought into the holy place, ye shall eat it within, before the Lord, as the Lord commanded me. And Aaron spoke to Moses, saying, If they have brought nigh today their sin offerings, and their whole burnt offerings before the Lord, and these events have happened to me, and yet I should eat today of the sin offerings, would it be pleasing to the Lord? And Moses heard it, and it pleased him. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Speak ye to the sons of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat of all beasts that are upon the earth. Every beast parting the hoof and making divisions of 2 claws, and chewing the cud among beasts, these ye shall eat. But of these ye shall not eat, of those that chew the cud, and of those that part the hoofs, and divide claws, the camel, because it chews the cud, but does not divide the hoof, this is unclean to you. And the rabbit, because it chews the cud, but does not divide the hoof, this is unclean to you. And the hare, because it does not chew the cud, and does not divide the hoof, this is unclean to you. And the swine, because this animal divides the hoof, and makes claws of the hoof, and it does not chew the cud, is unclean to you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, and ye shall not touch their carcasses, these are unclean to you. And these are what ye shall eat of all that are in the waters, all things that have fins and scales in the waters, and in the seas, and in the brooks, these ye shall eat. And all things which have not fins or scales in the water, or in the seas, and in the brooks, of all which the waters produce, and of every soul living in the water, are an abomination, and they shall be abominations to you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, and ye shall abhor their carcasses. And all things that have not fins or scales of those that are in the waters, these are an abomination to you. And these are the things which ye shall abhor of birds, and they shall not be eaten, they are an abomination, the eagle and the ossifrage, and the sea-eagle, and the vulture, and the kite, and the like to it, and the sparrow, and the owl, and the sea-mew, and the like to it, and every raven, and the birds like it, and the hawk and his like, and the night raven, and the cormorant, and the stork, and the red-bill, and the pelican, and swan, and the heron, and the lapwing, and the like to it, and the hoopoe and the bat. And all winged creatures that creep, which go upon 4 feet, are abominations to you. But these ye shall eat of the creeping winged animals, which go upon 4 feet, which have legs above their feet, to leap with on the earth. And these of them ye shall eat, the caterpillar and his like, and the attacus and his like, and the cantorus and his like, and the locust and his like. Every creeping thing from among the birds, which has 4 feet, is an abomination to you. And by these ye shall be defiled, every one that touches their carcasses shall be unclean till the evening. And every one that takes of their dead bodies shall wash his garments, and shall be unclean till the evening. And whichever among the beasts divides the hoof and makes claws, and does not chew the cud, shall be unclean to you. Every one that touches their dead bodies shall be unclean till evening. And every one among all the wild beasts that moves upon its 4 feet, which goes on all 4, is unclean to you. Every one that touches their dead bodies shall be unclean till evening. And he that takes of their dead bodies shall wash his garments, and shall be unclean till evening. These are unclean to you. And these are unclean to you of reptiles upon the earth, the weasel, and the mouse, and the lizard, the ferret, and the chameleon, and the avet, and the newt, and the mole. These are unclean to you of all the reptiles which are on the earth. Every one who touches their carcasses shall be unclean till evening. And on whatsoever one of their dead bodies shall fall it shall be unclean, whatever wooden vessel, or garment, or skin, or sack it may be, every vessel in which work should be done, shall be dipped in water, and shall be unclean till evening, and then it shall be clean. And every earthen vessel into which one of these things shall fall, whatsoever is inside it, shall be unclean, and it shall be broken. And all food that is eaten, on which water shall come from such a vessel, shall be unclean, and every beverage which is drunk in any such vessel shall be unclean. And everything on which there shall fall of their dead bodies shall be unclean. Ovens and stands where jars shall be broken down, these are unclean, and they shall be unclean to you. Only if the water be of fountains of water, or a pool, or confluence of water, it shall be clean, but he that touches their carcasses shall be unclean. And if one of their carcasses should fall upon any sowing seed which shall be sown, it shall be clean. But if water be poured on any seed, and one of their dead bodies fall upon it, it is unclean to you. And if one of the cattle die, which it is lawful for you to eat, he that touches their carcasses shall be unclean till evening. And he that eats of their carcasses shall wash his garments, and be unclean till evening, and he that carries any of their carcasses shall wash his garments, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean till evening. And every reptile that creeps on the earth, this shall be an abomination to you, it shall not be eaten. And every animal that creeps on its belly, and every one that goes on 4 feet continually, which abounds with feet among all the reptiles creeping upon the earth, ye shall not eat it, for it is an abomination to you. And ye shall not defile your souls with any of the reptiles that creep upon the earth, and ye shall not be polluted with them, and ye shall not be unclean by them. For I am the Lord your God, and ye shall be sanctified, and ye shall be holy, because I the Lord your God am holy. And ye shall not defile your souls with any of the reptiles creeping upon the earth. For I am the Lord who brought you up out of the land of Egypt to be your God, and ye shall be holy, for I the Lord am holy. This is the law concerning beasts and birds and every living creature moving in the water, and every living creature creeping on the earth, to distinguish between the unclean and the clean, and between those that bring forth alive, such as should be eaten, and those that bring forth alive, such as should not be eaten. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, Whatsoever woman shall have conceived and born a male child shall be unclean 7 days, she shall be unclean according to the days of separation for her monthly courses. And on the 8th day she shall circumcise the flesh of his foreskin. And for 33 days she shall continue in her unclean blood, she shall touch nothing holy, and shall not enter the sanctuary, until the days of her purification be fulfilled. But if she should have borne a female child, then she shall be unclean twice 7 days, according to the time of her monthly courses, and for 66 days shall she remain in her unclean blood. And when the days of her purification shall have been fulfilled for a son or a daughter, she shall bring a lamb of a year old without blemish for a whole burnt offering, and a young pigeon or turtle-dove for a sin offering to the door of the tabernacle of witness, to the priest. And he shall present it before the Lord, and the priest shall make atonement for her, and shall purge her from the fountain of her blood. This is the law of her who bears a male or a female. And if she cannot afford a lamb, then shall she take 2 turtle-doves or 2 young pigeons, one for a whole burnt offering, and one for a sin offering, and the priest shall make atonement for her, and she shall be purified. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, If any man should have in the skin of his flesh a bright clear spot, and there should be in the skin of his flesh a plague of leprosy, he shall be brought to Aaron the priest, or to one of his sons the priests. And the priest shall view the spot in the skin of his flesh, and if the hair in the spot be changed to white, and the appearance of the spot be below the skin of the flesh, it is a plague of leprosy, and the priest shall look upon it, and pronounce him unclean. But if the spot be clear and white in the skin of his flesh, yet the appearance of it be not deep below the skin, and its hair have not changed itself for white hair, but it is dark, then the priest shall separate him that has the spot 7 days, and the priest shall look on the spot the 7th day. And, behold, if the spot remains before him, if the spot has not spread in the skin, then the priest shall separate him the 2nd time 7 days. And the priest shall look upon him the 2nd time on the 7th day, and, behold, if the spot be dark, and the spot have not spread in the skin, then the priest shall pronounce him clean, for it is a mere mark, and the man shall wash his garments and be clean. But if the bright spot should have changed and spread in the skin, after the priest has seen him for the purpose of purifying him, then shall he appear the 2nd time to the priest, and the priest shall look upon him, and, behold, if the mark have spread in the skin, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean, it is a leprosy. And if a man have a plague of leprosy, then he shall come to the priest, and the priest shall look, and, behold, if it is a white spot in the skin, and it has changed the hair to white, and there be some of the sound part of the quick flesh in the sore, it is a leprosy waxing old in the skin of the flesh, and the priest shall pronounce him unclean, and shall separate him, because he is unclean. And if the leprosy should have come out very evidently in the skin, and the leprosy should cover all the skin of the patient from the head to the feet, wheresoever the priest shall look, then the priest shall look, and, behold, the leprosy has covered all the skin of the flesh, and the priest shall pronounce him clean of the plague, because it is changed all to white, it is clean. But on whatsoever day the quick flesh shall appear on him, he shall be pronounced unclean. And the priest shall look upon the sound flesh, and the sound flesh shall prove him to be unclean, for it is unclean, it is a leprosy. But if the sound flesh be restored and changed to white, then shall he come to the priest, and the priest shall see him, and, behold, if the plague is turned white, then the priest shall pronounce the patient clean, he is clean. And if the flesh should have become an ulcer in his skin, and should be healed, and there should be in the place of the ulcer a white sore, or one looking white and bright, or fiery, and it shall be seen by the priest, then the priest shall look, and, behold, if the appearance be beneath the skin, and its hair has changed to white, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean, because it is a leprosy, it is broken out in the ulcer. But if the priest look, and behold there is no white hair on it, and it be not below the skin of the flesh, and it be dark-colored, then the priest shall separate him 7 days. But if it manifestly spread over the skin, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean, it is a plague of leprosy, it is broken out in the ulcer. But if the bright spot should remain in its place and not spread, it is the scar of the ulcer, and the priest shall pronounce him clean. And if the flesh be in his skin in a state of fiery inflammation, and there should be in his skin the part which is healed of the inflammation, bright, clear, and white, suffused with red or very white, then the priest shall look upon him, and, behold, if the hair being white is changed to a bright color, and its appearance is lower than the skin, it is a leprosy, it is broken out in the inflammation, and the priest shall pronounce him unclean, it is a plague of leprosy. But if the priest should look, and, behold, there is not in the bright spot any white hair, and it should not be lower than the skin, and it should be dark, then the priest shall separate him 7 days. And the priest shall look upon him on the 7th day, and if the spot be much spread in the skin, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean, it is a plague of leprosy, it is broken out in the ulcer. But if the bright spot remain stationary, and be not spread in the skin, but the sore should be dark, it is a scar of inflammation, and the priest shall pronounce him clean, for it is the mark of the inflammation. And if a man or a woman have in them a plague of leprosy in the head or the beard, then the priest shall look on the plague, and, behold, if the appearance of it be beneath the skin, and in it there be thin yellowish hair, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean, it is a scurf, it is a leprosy of the head or a leprosy of the beard. And if the priest should see the plague of the scurf, and, behold, the appearance of it be not beneath the skin, and there is no yellowish hair in it, then the priest shall set apart him that has the plague of the scurf 7 days. And the priest shall look at the plague on the 7th day, and, behold, if the scurf be not spread, and there be no yellowish hair on it, and the appearance of the scurf is not hollow under the skin, then the skin shall be shaven, but the scurf shall not be shaven, and the priest shall set aside the person having the scurf the 2nd time for 7 days. And the priest shall see the scurf on the 7th day, and, behold, if the scurf is not spread in the skin after the man's being shaved, and the appearance of the scurf is not hollow beneath the skin, then the priest shall pronounce him clean, and he shall wash his garments, and be clean. But if the scurf be indeed spread in the skin after he has been purified, then the priest shall look, and, behold, if the scurf be spread in the skin, the priest shall not examine concerning the yellow hair, for he is unclean. But if the scurf remain before him in its place, and a dark hair should have arisen in it, the scurf is healed, he is clean, and the priest shall pronounce him clean. And if a man or woman should have in the skin of their flesh spots of a bright whiteness, then the priest shall look, and, behold, there being bright spots of a bright whiteness in the skin of their flesh, it is a tetter, it burst forth in the skin of his flesh, he is clean. And if any one's head should lose the hair, he is only bald, he is clean. And if his head should lose the hair in front, he is forehead bald, he is clean. And if there should be in his baldness of head, or his baldness of forehead, a white or fiery plague, it is leprosy in his baldness of head, or baldness of forehead. And the priest shall look upon him, and, behold, if the appearance of the plague be white or inflamed in his baldness of head or baldness in front, as the appearance of leprosy in the skin of his flesh, he is a leprous man. The priest shall surely pronounce him unclean, his plague is in his head. And the leper in whom the plague is, let his garments be ungirt, and his head uncovered, and let him have a covering put upon his mouth, and he shall be called unclean. All the days in which the plague shall be upon him, being unclean, he shall be esteemed unclean, he shall dwell apart, his place of sojourn shall be without the camp. And if a garment have in it the plague of leprosy, a garment of wool, or a garment of flax, either in the warp or in the woof, or in the linen, or in the woolen threads, or in a skin, or in any workmanship of skin, and the plague be greenish or reddish in the skin, or in the garment, either in the warp, or in the woof, or in any utensil of skin, it is a plague of leprosy, and he shall show it to the priest. And the priest shall look upon the plague, and the priest shall set apart that which has the plague 7 days. And the priest shall look upon the plague on the 7th day, and if the plague be spread in the garment, either in the warp or in the woof, or in the skin, in whatsoever things skins may be used in their workmanship, the plague is a confirmed leprosy, it is unclean. He shall burn the garment, either the warp or woof, in woolen garments or in flaxen, or in any utensil of skin, in which there may be the plague, because it is a confirmed leprosy, it shall be burnt with fire. And if the priest should see, and the plague be not spread in the garments, either in the warp or in the woof, or in any utensil of skin, then the priest shall give directions, and one shall wash that on which there may have been the plague, and the priest shall set it aside a second time for 7 days. And the priest shall look upon it after the plague has been washed, and if this, even the plague, has not changed its appearance, and the plague does not spread, it is unclean, it shall be burnt with fire, it is fixed in the garment, in the warp, or in the woof. And if the priest should look, and the spot be dark after it has been washed, he shall tear it off from the garment, either from the warp or from the woof, or from the skin. And if it should still appear in the garment, either in the warp or in the woof, or in any article of skin, it is a leprosy bursting forth, that wherein is the plague shall be burnt with fire. And the garment, or the warp, or the woof, or any article of skin, which shall be washed, and the plague depart from it, shall also be washed again, and shall be clean. This is the law of the plague of leprosy of a woolen or linen garment, either of the warp, or woof, or any leathern article, to pronounce it clean or unclean. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, This is the law of the leper. On the day he shall have been cleansed, he shall be brought to the priest. The priest shall come out of the camp, look, and behold, the plague of leprosy is removed. The priest shall give directions to take for him that is cleansed 2 clean live birds, cedar wood, spun scarlet, and hyssop. The priest shall give direction, and they shall kill 1 bird over an earthen vessel with running water. The living bird, cedar wood, spun scarlet, and hyssop shall be dipped into the blood of the slain bird over running water. The priest shall sprinkle 7 times upon him that was cleansed of his leprosy, and he shall be clean. He shall let go the living bird into the field. The man that has been cleansed shall wash his garments, shave off all his hair, wash himself in water, and shall be clean. Then he shall go into the camp and remain out of his house 7 days. On the 7th day he shall shave off all his hair, head, beard, eyebrows, and wash his garments and body with water, and shall be clean. On the 8th day he shall take 2 lambs without spot, 1 ewe lamb without spot, 3 tenths of fine flour kneaded with oil for a sacrifice, and 1 small cup of oil. The priest shall present the man and these offerings before the Lord at the door of the tabernacle of witness. The priest shall take 1 lamb and offer it for a trespass offering, and the cup of oil, setting them apart as a special offering before the Lord. They shall kill the lamb where they kill burnt offerings and sin offerings in the holy places, for it is a sin offering, most holy, belonging to the priest. The priest shall take the blood of the trespass offering and put it on the tip of the right ear of the person under cleansing, on the thumb of his right hand, and on the great toe of his right foot. The priest shall pour some oil on his own left hand, dip the finger of his right hand into the oil, and sprinkle it 7 times before the Lord. The remaining oil shall be put on the tip of the right ear, thumb, and great toe of the person, on the place of the blood. The remaining oil on the priest's hand shall be put on the head of the cleansed leper, and the priest shall make atonement before the Lord. The priest shall sacrifice the sin offering, make atonement to cleanse him from his sin, then slay the whole burnt offering. The priest shall offer it on the altar before the Lord and make atonement, and the person shall be cleansed. If he is poor and cannot afford this, he shall take 1 lamb for a transgression offering, a 10th deal of fine flour mingled with oil, 1 cup of oil, and 2 turtle doves or young pigeons, as he can afford. 1 bird shall be for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering. He shall bring them on the 8th day to the priest at the door of the tabernacle of witness. The priest shall take the lamb of the trespass offering and cup of oil and set them apart before the Lord. He shall slay the lamb, take its blood, and put it on the tip of the right ear, thumb of the right hand, and great toe of the right foot. The priest shall pour oil on his left hand, sprinkle it 7 times before the Lord, and put oil on the tip of the right ear, thumb, and toe of the one purified. The remaining oil on the priest's hand shall be put on the head of the one purified. The priest shall make atonement before the Lord. He shall offer 1 of the turtle doves or young pigeons, 1 for a sin offering, the other for a burnt offering with the meat offering, and the priest shall make atonement before the Lord for the one under purification. This is the law for him with the plague of leprosy who cannot afford the offerings. The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Whenever you enter the land of the Canaanites which I give you, and I put the plague of leprosy in the houses, the owner shall report to the priest, saying, I have seen a plague in the house. The priest shall order removal of furniture so none becomes unclean before he examines the plague. The priest shall look for greenish or reddish cavities beneath the surface of the walls. The priest shall separate the house for 7 days. On the 7th day he shall return. If the plague spreads, he shall order removal of the infected stones and cast them outside the city. The house shall be scraped, and the dust poured outside the city into an unclean place. Other stones shall replace the removed ones, and the house plastered. If the plague returns, the priest shall declare the house unclean, and it shall be torn down. Timbers, stones, and mortar shall be carried outside the city to an unclean place. Anyone entering the house during separation shall be unclean until evening. Anyone sleeping or eating there shall wash their garments and be unclean until evening. If the priest sees the plague is gone after plastering, he shall declare the house clean. To purify it, he shall take 2 clean living birds, cedar wood, spun scarlet, and hyssop. 1 bird shall be slain over running water. The other bird, cedar wood, scarlet, and hyssop shall be dipped in the blood and used to sprinkle the house 7 times. The house shall be purified with blood, water, living bird, cedar wood, hyssop, and scarlet. The living bird shall be released into the field, and the priest shall make atonement, and the house shall be clean. This is the law concerning every plague of leprosy, scurf, of a garment, of a house, of a sore, a clear spot, a shining one, and declaring when it is unclean and when it shall be purified. The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, whoever has an issue out of his body is unclean. Whoever has a gonorrhea, his uncleanness is by reason of the issue, affecting his body all the days of the issue. Every bed and seat touched by the man with the issue shall be unclean. Anyone touching his bed shall wash garments, bathe, and be unclean until evening. Anyone sitting where he sat shall do the same. Anyone touching the skin of the man with the issue shall wash garments, bathe, and be unclean until evening. If he spits on a clean person, that person shall wash garments, bathe, and be unclean until evening. Every ass's saddle he rides shall be unclean until evening. Anyone touching what was under him shall be unclean until evening and wash garments, bathe, and be unclean. Anyone touched by him without rinsing his hands shall wash garments, bathe, and be unclean until evening. Earthen vessels he touches shall be broken, wooden vessels washed and clean. If cleansed, he shall number 7 days for purification, wash garments, bathe, and be clean. On the 8th day, he shall take 2 turtle doves or young pigeons and bring them to the priest at the tabernacle. The priest shall offer one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering, making atonement. If a man's seed goes forth, he shall wash his whole body and be unclean until evening. Every garment or skin with seed shall be washed and unclean until evening. If a man lies with a woman with seed, both shall bathe and be unclean until evening. If a woman has an issue of blood, she shall be separated for 7 days. Whoever touches her shall be unclean until evening. Whatever she lies or sits upon shall be unclean. Anyone touching her bed or vessels she sits on shall wash garments, bathe, and be unclean until evening. Anyone lying with her shall be unclean 7 days. Every bed he lies on shall be unclean. If a woman's blood flows many days outside her separation, she shall be unclean all those days. Every bed and seat she uses shall be unclean. Anyone touching them shall wash garments, bathe, and be unclean until evening. If she is cleansed, she shall number 7 days and be clean. On the 8th day, she shall take 2 turtle doves or young pigeons to the priest at the tabernacle. The priest shall offer one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering, making atonement before the Lord for her unclean flocks. Ye shall cause the children of Israel to beware of their uncleannesses, so they do not die by polluting my tabernacle among them. This is the law of the man with an issue, of discharging seed, and of the woman with a blood issue. It is a law for both male and female, and for the man who lies with her. And the Lord spoke to Moses after the 2 sons of Aaron died in bringing strange fire before the Lord, so they died. And the Lord said to Moses, Speak to Aaron thy brother, and let him not come in at all times into the holy place within the veil before the propitiatory, which is upon the ark of the testimony, and he shall not die, for I will appear in a cloud on the propitiatory. Thus shall Aaron enter into the holy place, with a calf of the herd for a sin offering, and having a ram for a whole burnt offering. And he shall put on the consecrated linen tunic, and he shall have on his flesh the linen drawers, and shall gird himself with a linen girdle, and shall put on the linen cap. They are holy garments. And he shall bathe all his body in water, and shall put them on. And he shall take of the congregation of the children of Israel 2 kids of the goats for a sin offering, and 1 lamb for a whole burnt offering. And Aaron shall bring the calf for his own sin offering, and shall make atonement for himself and for his house. And he shall take the 2 goats, and place them before the Lord by the door of the tabernacle of witness. And Aaron shall cast lots upon the 2 goats, 1 lot for the Lord, and the other for the scapegoat. And Aaron shall bring forward the goat on which the lot for the Lord fell, and shall offer him for a sin offering. And the goat upon which the lot of the scapegoat came, he shall present alive before the Lord, to make atonement upon him, so as to send him away as a scapegoat, and he shall send him into the wilderness. And Aaron shall bring the calf for his sin, and he shall make atonement for himself and for his house, and he shall kill the calf for his sin offering. And he shall take his censer full of coals of fire off the altar, which is before the Lord, and he shall fill his hands with fine compound incense, and shall bring it within the veil. And he shall put the incense on the fire before the Lord, and the smoke of the incense shall cover the mercy seat over the tables of testimony, and he shall not die. And he shall take of the blood of the calf, and sprinkle with his finger on the mercy seat eastward. Before the mercy seat shall he sprinkle 7 times of the blood with his finger. And he shall kill the goat for the sin offering that is for the people, before the Lord, and he shall bring in of its blood within the veil, and shall do with its blood as he did with the blood of the calf, and shall sprinkle its blood on the mercy seat, in front of the mercy seat. And he shall make atonement for the sanctuary on account of the uncleanness of the children of Israel, and for their trespasses in the matter of all their sins, and thus shall he do to the tabernacle of witness established among them in the midst of their uncleanness. And there shall be no man in the tabernacle of witness, when he goes in to make atonement in the holy place, until he shall have come out, and he shall make atonement for himself, and for his house, and for all the congregation of the children of Israel. And he shall come forth to the altar that is before the Lord, and he shall make atonement upon it, and he shall take of the blood of the calf, and of the blood of the goat, and shall put it on the horns of the altar round about. And he shall sprinkle some of the blood upon it 7 times with his finger, and shall purge it, and hallow it from the uncleanness of the children of Israel. And he shall finish making atonement for the sanctuary, and for the tabernacle of witness, and for the altar, and he shall make a cleansing for the priests, and he shall bring the living goat, and Aaron shall lay his hands on the head of the live goat, and he shall declare over him all the iniquities of the children of Israel, and all their unrighteousness, and all their sins, and he shall lay them upon the head of the live goat. and shall send him by the hand of a ready man into the wilderness. And the goat shall bear their unrighteousnesses upon him into a desert land, and Aaron shall send away the goat into the wilderness. And Aaron shall enter into the tabernacle of witness, and shall put off the linen garment, which he had put on, as he entered into the holy place, and shall lay it by there. And he shall bathe his body in water in the holy place, and shall put on his raiment, and shall go out and offer the whole burnt offering for himself and the whole burnt offering for the people, and shall make atonement for himself and for his house, and for the people, as for the priests. And he shall offer the fat for the sin offering on the altar. And he that sends forth the goat that has been set apart to be let go, shall wash his garments, and bathe his body in water, and afterwards shall enter into the camp. And the calf for the sign offering, and the goat for the sin offering, whose blood was brought in to make atonement in the holy place, they shall carry forth out of the camp, and burn them with fire, even their skins and their flesh and their dung. And he that burns them shall wash his garments, and bathe his body in water, and afterwards he shall enter into the camp. And this shall be a perpetual statute for you. In the 7th month, on the 10th day of the month, ye shall humble your souls, and shall do no work, the native and the stranger who abides among you. For in this day he shall make an atonement for you, to cleanse you from all your sins before the Lord, and ye shall be purged. This shall be to you a most holy Sabbath, a rest, and ye shall humble your souls. It is a perpetual ordinance. The priest whomsoever they shall anoint shall make atonement, and whomsoever they shall consecrate to exercise the priestly office after his father, and he shall put on the linen robe, the holy garment. And he shall make atonement for the most holy place, and the tabernacle of witness, and he shall make atonement for the altar, and for the priests, and he shall make atonement for all the congregation. And this shall be to you a perpetual statute to make atonement for the children of Israel for all their sins. It shall be done once in the year, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons, and to all the children of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, This is the word which the Lord has commanded, saying, Every man of the children of Israel, or of the strangers abiding among you, who shall kill a calf, or a sheep, or a goat in a camp, or who shall kill it out of the camp, and shall not bring it to the door of the tabernacle of witness, so as to sacrifice it for a whole burnt offering or peace offering to the Lord to be acceptable for a sweet-smelling savor, and whosoever shall slay it without, and shall not bring it to the door of the tabernacle of witness, so as to offer it as a gift to the Lord before the tabernacle of the Lord, blood shall be imputed to that man. He has shed blood, that soul shall be cut off from his people. That the children of Israel may offer their sacrifices, all that they shall slay in the fields, and bring them to the Lord unto the doors of the tabernacle of witness to the priest, and they shall sacrifice them as a peace offering to the Lord. And the priest shall pour the blood on the altar round about before the Lord by the doors of the tabernacle of witness, and shall offer the fat for a sweet-smelling savor to the Lord. And they shall no longer offer their sacrifices to vain gods after which they go a-whoring. It shall be a perpetual statute to you for your generations. And thou shalt say to them, Whatever man of the children of Israel, or of the sons of the proselytes abiding among you, shall offer a whole burnt offering or a sacrifice, and shall not bring it to the door of the tabernacle of witness to sacrifice it to the Lord, that man shall be destroyed from among his people. And whatever man of the children of Israel, or of the strangers abiding among you, shall eat any blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eats blood, and will destroy it from its people. For the life of flesh is its blood, and I have given it to you on the altar to make atonement for your souls, for its blood shall make atonement for the soul. Therefore I said to the children of Israel, No soul of you shall eat blood, and the stranger that abides among you shall not eat blood. And whatever man of the children of Israel, or of the strangers abiding among you shall take any animal in hunting, beast, or bird, which is eaten, then shall he pour out the blood, and cover it in the dust. For the blood of all flesh is its life, and I said to the children of Israel, He shall not eat the blood of any flesh, for the life of all flesh is its blood, every one that eats it shall be destroyed. And every soul which eats that which has died of itself, or is taken of beasts, either among the natives or among the strangers, shall wash his garments, and bathe himself in water, and shall be unclean until evening, then shall he be clean. But if he do not wash his garments, and do not bathe his body in water, then shall he bear his iniquity. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, I am the Lord your God. Ye shall not do according to the devices of Egypt, in which ye dwelt, and according to the devices of the land of Shinar, into which I bring you, ye shall not do, and ye shall not walk in their ordinances. Ye shall observe my judgments, and shall keep my ordinances, and shall walk in them. I am the Lord your God. So ye shall keep all my ordinances, and all my judgments, and do them, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord your God. No man shall draw nigh to any of his near kindred to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father, or the nakedness of thy mother, for she is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's wife. It is thy father's nakedness. The nakedness of thy sister by thy father or by thy mother, born at home or abroad, their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. The nakedness of thy son's daughter, or thy daughter's daughter, their nakedness thou shalt not uncover, because it is thy nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of the daughter of thy father's wife. She is thy sister by the same father. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister, for she is near akin to thy father. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is near akin to thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother, and thou shalt not go in to his wife, for she is thy relation. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law, for she is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. The nakedness of a woman and her daughter shalt thou not uncover. Her son's daughter, and her daughter's daughter, shalt thou not take, to uncover their nakedness, for they are thy kinswomen. It is impiety. Thou shalt not take a wife in addition to her sister, as a rival, to uncover her nakedness in opposition to her, while she is yet living. And thou shalt not go into a woman under separation for her uncleanness, to uncover her nakedness. And thou shalt not lie with thy neighbor's wife, to defile thyself with her. And thou shalt not give of thy seed to serve a ruler, and thou shalt not profane my holy name. I am the Lord. And thou shalt not lie with a man as with a woman, for it is an abomination. Neither shalt thou lie with any quadruped for copulation, to be polluted with it, neither shall a woman present herself before any quadruped to have connection with it, for it is an abomination. Do not defile yourselves with any of these things, for in all these things the nations are defiled, which I drive out before you, and the land is polluted, and I have recompensed their iniquity to them because of it, and the land is aggrieved with them that dwell upon it. And ye shall keep all my statutes and all my ordinances, and ye shall do none of these abominations, neither the native, nor the stranger that joins himself with you. For all these abominations the men of the land did who were before you, and the land was defiled, and lest the land be aggrieved with you in your polluting it, as it was aggrieved with the nations before you. For whosoever shall do any of these abominations, the souls that do them shall be destroyed from among their people. And ye shall keep mine ordinances, that ye may not do any of the abominable practices, which have taken place before your time, and ye shall not be polluted in them, for I am the Lord your God. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the congregation of the children of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, Ye shall be holy, for I the Lord your God am holy. Let every one of you reverence his father and his mother, and ye shall keep my Sabbaths. I am the Lord your God. Ye shall not follow idols, and ye shall not make to yourselves molten gods. I am the Lord your God. And if ye will sacrifice a peace offering to the Lord, ye shall offer it acceptable from yourselves. In what day soever ye shall sacrifice it, it shall be eaten, and on the following day, and if any of it should be left till the third day, it shall be thoroughly burnt with fire. And if it should be at all eaten on the third day, it is unfit for sacrifice, it shall not be accepted. And he that eats it shall bear his iniquity, because he has profaned the holy things of the Lord, and the souls that eat it shall be destroyed from among their people. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, ye shall not complete the reaping of your field with exactness, and thou shalt not gather that which falls from thy reaping. And thou shalt not go over the gathering of thy vineyard, neither shalt thou gather the remaining grapes of thy vineyard. Thou shalt leave them for the poor and the stranger. I am the Lord your God. Ye shall not steal, he shall not lie, neither shall one bear false witness as an informer against his neighbor. And ye shall not swear unjustly by my name, and ye shall not profane the holy name of your God. I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt not injure thy neighbor, neither do thou rob him, neither shall the wages of thy hireling remain with thee until the morning. Thou shalt not revile the deaf, neither shalt thou put a stumbling block in the way of the blind, and thou shalt fear the Lord thy God. I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt not act unjustly in judgment. Thou shalt not accept the person of the poor, nor admire the person of the mighty. With justice shalt thou judge thy neighbor. Thou shalt not walk deceitfully among thy people. Thou shalt not rise up against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, so thou shalt not bear sin on his account. And thy hand shall not avenge thee, and thou shalt not be angry with the children of thy people, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. Ye shall observe my law. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with one of a different kind, and thou shalt not sow thy vineyard with diverse seed, and thou shalt not put upon thyself a mingled garment woven of two materials. And if any one lie carnally with a woman, and she should be a home servant kept for a man, and she has not been ransomed, and her freedom has not been given to her, they shall be visited with punishment, but they shall not die, because she was not set at liberty. And he shall bring for his trespass to the Lord to the door of the tabernacle of witness a ram for a trespass offering. And the priest shall make atonement for him with the ram of the trespass offering, before the Lord, for the sin which he sinned, and the sin which he sinned shall be forgiven him. And whenever ye shall enter into the land which the Lord your God gives you, and shall plant any fruit tree, then shall ye purge away its uncleanness. Its fruit shall be 3 years unclean to you, it shall not be eaten. And in the 4th year all its fruit shall be holy, a subject of praise to the Lord. And in the 5th year ye shall eat the fruit, its produce is an increase to you. I am the Lord your God. Eat not on the mountains, nor shall ye employ auguries, nor divine by inspection of birds. Ye shall not make a round cutting of the hair of your head, nor disfigure your beard. And ye shall not make cuttings in your body for a dead body, and ye shall not inscribe on yourselves any marks. I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt not profane thy daughter to prostitute her, so the land shall not go a-whoring, and the land be filled with iniquity. Ye shall keep my Sabbaths, and reverence my sanctuaries. I am the Lord. Ye shall not attend to those who have in them divining spirits, nor attach yourselves to enchanters, to pollute yourselves with them. I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head, and honor the face of the old man, and shalt fear thy God. I am the Lord your God. And if there should come to you a stranger in your land, ye shall not afflict him. The stranger that comes to you shall be among you as the native, and thou shalt love him as thyself, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Ye shall not act unrighteously in judgment, in measures and weights and scales. There shall be among you just balances and just weights and just liquid measure. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt. And ye shall keep all my law and all my ordinances, and ye shall do them. I am the Lord your God. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, I am the Lord your God. Ye shall not do according to the devices of Egypt, in which ye dwelt, and according to the devices of the land of Shinar, into which I bring you, ye shall not do, and ye shall not walk in their ordinances. Ye shall observe my judgments, and shall keep my ordinances, and shall walk in them. I am the Lord your God. So ye shall keep all my ordinances, and all my judgments, and do them, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord your God. No man shall draw nigh to any of his near kindred to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father, or the nakedness of thy mother, for she is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's wife, it is thy father's nakedness. The nakedness of thy sister by thy father or by thy mother, born at home or abroad, their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. The nakedness of thy son's daughter, or thy daughter's daughter, their nakedness thou shalt not uncover, because it is thy nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of the daughter of thy father's wife, she is thy sister by the same father. thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister, for she is near akin to thy father. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is near akin to thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother, and thou shalt not go into his wife, for she is thy relation. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law, for she is thy son's wife, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife, it is thy brother's nakedness. The nakedness of a woman and her daughter shalt thou not uncover, her son's daughter, and her daughter's daughter, shalt thou not take, to uncover their nakedness, for they are thy kinswomen, it is impiety. Thou shalt not take a wife in addition to her sister, as a rival, to uncover her nakedness in opposition to her, while she is yet living. And thou shalt not go into a woman under separation for her uncleanness, to uncover her nakedness. And thou shalt not lie with thy neighbor's wife, to defile thyself with her. And thou shalt not give of thy seed to serve a ruler, and thou shalt not profane my holy name, I am the Lord. And thou shalt not lie with a man as with a woman, for it is an abomination. Neither shalt thou lie with any quadruped for copulation, to be polluted with it, neither shall a woman present herself before any quadruped to have connection with it, for it is an abomination. Do not defile yourselves with any of these things, for in all these things the nations are defiled, which I drive out before you, and the land is polluted, and I have recompensed their iniquity to them because of it, and the land is aggrieved with them that dwell upon it. And ye shall keep all my statutes and all my ordinances, and ye shall do none of these abominations, neither the native, nor the stranger that joins himself with you. For all these abominations the men of the land did who were before you, and the land was defiled, and lest the land be aggrieved with you in your polluting it, as it was aggrieved with the nations before you. For whosoever shall do any of these abominations, the souls that do them shall be destroyed from among their people. And ye shall keep mine ordinances, that ye may not do any of the abominable practices, which have taken place before your time, and ye shall not be polluted in them, for I am the Lord your God. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the congregation of the children of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, Ye shall be holy, for I the Lord your God am holy. Let every one of you reverence his father and his mother, and ye shall keep my Sabbaths, I am the Lord your God. Ye shall not follow idols, and ye shall not make to yourselves molten gods, I am the Lord your God. And if ye will sacrifice a peace offering to the Lord, ye shall offer it acceptable from yourselves. In what day soever ye shall sacrifice it, it shall be eaten, and on the following day, and if any of it should be left till the third day, it shall be thoroughly burnt with fire. And if it should be at all eaten on the third day, it is unfit for sacrifice, it shall not be accepted. And he that eats it shall bear his iniquity, because he has profaned the holy things of the Lord, and the souls that eat it shall be destroyed from among their people. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, ye shall not complete the reaping of your field with exactness, and thou shalt not gather that which falls from thy reaping. And thou shalt not go over the gathering of thy vineyard, neither shalt thou gather the remaining grapes of thy vineyard, thou shalt leave them for the poor and the stranger, I am the Lord your God. Ye shall not steal, ye shall not lie, neither shall one bear false witness as an informer against his neighbor. And ye shall not swear unjustly by my name, and ye shall not profane the holy name of your God, I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt not injure thy neighbor, neither do thou rob him, neither shall the wages of thy hireling remain with thee until the morning. Thou shalt not revile the deaf, neither shalt thou put a stumbling block in the way of the blind, and thou shalt fear the Lord thy God, I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt not act unjustly in judgment, thou shalt not accept the person of the poor, nor admire the person of the mighty, with justice shalt thou judge thy neighbor. Thou shalt not walk deceitfully among thy people, thou shalt not rise up against the blood of thy neighbor, I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart, thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, so thou shalt not bear sin on his account. And thy hand shall not avenge thee, and thou shalt not be angry with the children of thy people, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, I am the Lord. Ye shall observe my law, thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with one of a different kind, and thou shalt not sow thy vineyard with diverse seed, and thou shalt not put upon thyself a mingled garment woven of two materials. And if any one lie carnally with a woman, and she should be a home servant kept for a man, and she has not been ransomed, and her freedom has not been given to her, they shall be visited with punishment, but they shall not die, because she was not set at liberty. And he shall bring for his trespass to the Lord to the door of the tabernacle of witness a ram for a trespass offering. And the priest shall make atonement for him with the ram of the trespass offering before the Lord for the sin which he sinned, and the sin which he sinned shall be forgiven him. And whenever ye shall enter into the land which the Lord your God gives you, and shall plant any fruit tree, then shall ye purge away its uncleanness. Its fruit shall be 3 years unclean to you, it shall not be eaten. And in the 4th year all its fruit shall be holy, a subject of praise to the Lord. And in the 5th year ye shall eat the fruit, its produce is an increase to you. I am the Lord your God. Eat not on the mountains, nor shall ye employ auguries, nor divine by inspection of birds. Ye shall not make a round cutting of the hair of your head, nor disfigure your beard. And ye shall not make cuttings in your body for a dead body, and ye shall not inscribe on yourselves any marks. I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt not profane thy daughter to prostitute her, so the land shall not go a-whoring, and the land be filled with iniquity. Ye shall keep my Sabbaths, and reverence my sanctuaries. I am the Lord. Ye shall not attend to those who have an divining spirits, nor attach yourselves to enchanters, to pollute yourselves with them. I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head, and honor the face of the old man, and shalt fear thy God. I am the Lord your God. And if there should come to you a stranger in your land, ye shall not afflict him. The stranger that comes to you shall be among you as the native, and thou shalt love him as thyself, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Ye shall not act unrighteously in judgment, in measures and weights and scales. There shall be among you just balances and just weights and just liquid measure. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt. And ye shall keep all my law and all my ordinances, and ye shall do them. I am the Lord your God. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and thou shalt say unto them, The feasts of the Lord which ye shall call holy assemblies, these are my feasts. 6 days shalt thou do works, but on the 7th day is the Sabbath, a rest, a holy convocation to the Lord. Thou shalt not do any work, it is a Sabbath to the Lord in all your dwellings. These are the feasts to the Lord, holy convocations, which ye shall call in their seasons. In the 1st month, on the 14th day of the month, between the evening times is the Lord's Passover. And on the 15th day of this month is the feast of unleavened bread to the Lord. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. And the 1st day shall be a holy convocation to you, ye shall do no servile work. And ye shall offer whole burnt offerings to the Lord 7 days, and the 7th day shall be a holy convocation to you, ye shall do no servile work. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, When ye shall enter into the land which I give you, and reap the harvest of it, then shall ye bring a sheaf, the firstfruits of your harvest, to the priest, and he shall lift up the sheaf before the Lord, to be accepted for you. On the morrow of the 1st day the priest shall lift it up. And ye shall offer on the day on which ye bring the sheaf, a lamb without blemish of a year old for a whole burnt offering to the Lord. And its meat offering 2/10 portions of fine flour mingled with oil. It is a sacrifice to the Lord, a smell of sweet savor to the Lord, and its drink offering the 4th part of a hin of wine. And ye shall not eat bread, or the new parched corn, until this same day, until ye offer the sacrifices to your God. It is a perpetual statute throughout your generations in all your dwellings. And ye shall number to yourselves from the day after the Sabbath, from the day on which ye shall offer the sheaf of the heave offering, 7 full weeks, until the morrow after the last week ye shall number 50 days, and shall bring a new meat offering to the Lord. Ye shall bring from your dwelling loaves, as a heave offering, 2 loaves. They shall be of 2/10 portions of fine flour, they shall be baked with leaven of the firstfruits to the Lord. And ye shall bring with the loaves 7 unblemished lambs of a year old, and 1 calf of the herd, and 2 rams without blemish, and they shall be a whole burnt offering to the Lord. And their meat offerings and their drink offerings shall be a sacrifice, a smell of sweet savor to the Lord. And they shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of a year old for a peace offering, with the loaves of the firstfruits. And the priest shall place them with the loaves of the firstfruits in offering before the Lord with the 2 lambs. They shall be holy to the Lord. They shall belong to the priest that brings them. And ye shall call this day a convocation. It shall be holy to you. Ye shall do no servile work on it. It is a perpetual ordinance throughout your generations in all your habitations. And when ye shall reap the harvest of your land, ye shall not fully reap the remainder of the harvest of your field when thou reapest, and thou shalt not gather that which falls from thy reaping. Thou shalt leave it for the poor and the stranger. I am the Lord your God. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, on the 1st day of the month, ye shall have a rest, a memorial of trumpets. It shall be to you a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work, and ye shall offer a whole burnt offering to the Lord. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Also on the 10th day of this 7th month is a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation to you, and ye shall humble your souls, and offer a whole burnt offering to the Lord. Ye shall do no work on this selfsame day, for this is a day of atonement for you, to make atonement for you before the Lord your God. Every soul that shall not be humbled in that day shall be cut off from among its people. And every soul which shall do work on that day, that soul shall be destroyed from among its people. Ye shall do no manner of work. It is a perpetual statute throughout your generations in all your habitations. It shall be a holy Sabbath to you, and ye shall humble your souls. From the 9th day of the month, from evening to evening ye shall keep your Sabbaths. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, On the 15th day of this 7th month, there shall be a feast of tabernacles 7 days to the Lord. And on the 1st day shall be a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work. 7 days shall ye offer whole burnt offerings to the Lord, and the 8th day shall be a holy convocation to you, and ye shall offer whole burnt offerings to the Lord. It is a time of release. Ye shall do no servile work. These are the feasts to the Lord, which ye shall call holy convocations, to offer burnt offerings to the Lord, whole burnt offerings, and their meat offerings, and their drink offerings, that for each day on its day, besides the Sabbaths of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vows, and besides your freewill offerings, which ye shall give to the Lord. And on the 15th day of this 7th month, when ye shall have completely gathered in the fruits of the earth, ye shall keep a feast to the Lord 7 days. On the 1st day there shall be a rest, and on the 8th day a rest. And on the 1st day ye shall take goodly fruit of trees, and branches of palm trees, and thick boughs of trees, and willows, and branches of osiers from the brook, to rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days in a year. It is a perpetual statute for your generations. In the 7th month ye shall keep it. 7 days ye shall dwell in tabernacles. Every native in Israel shall dwell in tents, that your posterity may see that I made the children of Israel to dwell in tents, when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. And Moses recounted the feasts of the Lord to the children of Israel. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Charge the children of Israel, and let them take for thee pure olive oil beaten for the light, to burn a lamp continually, outside the veil in the tabernacle of witness. And Aaron and his sons shall burn it from evening until morning before the Lord continually, a perpetual statute throughout your generations. Ye shall burn the lamps on the pure lampstand before the Lord till the morrow. And ye shall take fine flour, and make of it 12 loaves, each loaf shall be of 2/10 parts. And ye shall put them in 2 rows, each row containing 6 loaves, on the pure table before the Lord. And ye shall put on each row pure frankincense and salt, and these things shall be for loaves for a memorial, set forth before the Lord. On the Sabbath day they shall be set forth before the Lord continually before the children of Israel, for an everlasting covenant. And they shall be for Aaron and his sons, and they shall eat them in a holy place, for this is their most holy portion of the offerings made to the Lord, a perpetual statute. And there went forth a son of an Israelitish woman, and he was son of an Egyptian man among the sons of Israel, and they fought in a camp, the son of the Israelitish woman, and a man who was an Israelite. And the son of the Israelitish woman named the name and curse, and they brought him to Moses, and his mother's name was Salamith, daughter of Dobri of the tribe of Dan. And they put him in ward, to judge him by the command of the Lord. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Bring forth him that cursed outside the camp, and all who heard shall lay their hands upon his head, and all the congregation shall stone him. And speak to the sons of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, Whosoever shall curse God shall bear his sin. And he that names the name of the Lord, let him die the death. Let all the congregation of Israel stone him with stones, whether he be a stranger or a native, let him die for naming the name of the Lord. And whosoever shall smite a man and he die, let him die the death. And whosoever shall smite a beast, and it shall die, let him render life for life. And whosoever shall inflict a blemish on his neighbor, as he has done to him, so shall it be done to himself in return, bruise for bruise, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. As any one may inflict a blemish on a man, so shall it be rendered to him. Whosoever shall smite a man, and he shall die, let him die the death. There shall be one judgment for the stranger and the native, for I am the Lord your God. And Moses spoke to the children of Israel, and they brought him that had cursed out of the camp, and stoned him with stones, and the children of Israel did as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord spoke to Moses in the Mount Sinai, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, Whensoever ye shall have entered into the land, which I give to you, then the land shall rest which I give to you, for it sabbaths to the Lord. 6 years thou shalt sow thy field, and 6 years thou shalt prune thy vine, and gather in its fruit. But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath, it shall be a rest to the land, a Sabbath to the Lord. Thou shalt not sow thy field, and thou shalt not prune thy vine. And thou shalt not gather the spontaneous produce of thy field, and thou shalt not gather fully the grapes of thy dedication. It shall be a year of rest to the land. And the Sabbaths of the land shall be food for thee, and for thy manservant, and for thy maidservant, and thy hireling, and the stranger that abides with thee. And for thy cattle, and for the wild beasts that are in thy land, shall every fruit of it be for food. And thou shalt reckon to thyself 7 Sabbaths of years, 7 times 7 years, and they shall be to thee 7 weeks of years, 49 years. In the 7th month, on the 10th day of the month, he shall make a proclamation with the sound of a trumpet in all your land. On the day of atonement he shall make a proclamation with a trumpet in all your land. And ye shall sanctify the year, the 50th year, and ye shall proclaim a release upon the land to all that inhabit it. It shall be given a year of release, a jubilee for you, and each one shall depart to his possession, and ye shall go each to his family. This is a jubilee of release, the year shall be to you the 50th year. He shall not sow, nor reap the produce that comes of itself from the land, neither shall ye gather its dedicated fruits. For it is a jubilee of release, it shall be holy to you, he shall eat its fruits off the fields. In the year of the release, even the jubilee of it, shall each one return to his possession. And if thou shouldest sell a possession to thy neighbor, or if thou shouldest buy of thy neighbor, let not a man oppress his neighbor. According to the number of years after the jubilee shalt thou buy of thy neighbor, according to the number of years of the fruits shall he sell to thee. According as there may be a greater number of years he shall increase the value of his possession, and according as there may be a less number of years he shall lessen the value of his possession, for according to the number of his crops, so shall he sell to thee. Let not a man oppress his neighbor, and thou shalt fear the Lord thy God. I am the Lord thy God. And ye shall keep all my ordinances, and all my judgments, and ye observe them, and ye shall keep them, and dwell securely in the land. And the land shall yield her increase, and ye shall eat to fullness, and shall dwell securely in it. And if ye should say, What shall we eat in this 7th year, if we do not sow nor gather in our fruits? Then will I send my blessing upon you in the 6th year, and the land shall produce its fruits for 3 years. And ye shall sow in the 8th year, and eat old fruits till the 9th year, until its fruit come, ye shall eat old fruits of the old. And the land shall not be sold for a permanence, for the land is mine, because ye are strangers and sojourners before me. And in every land of your possession ye shall allow ransoms for the land. And if thy brother who is with thee be poor, and should have sold part of his possession, and his kinsman who is nigh to him come, then he shall redeem the possession which his brother has sold. And if one have no near kinsman, and he prosper with his hand, and he find sufficient money, even his ransom, then shall he calculate the years of his sale, and he shall give what is due to the man to whom he sold it, and he shall return to his possession. But if his hand have not prospered sufficiently, so as that he should restore the money to him, then he that bought the possessions shall have them till the 6th year of the release, and it shall go out in the release, and the owner shall return to his possession. And if any one should sell an inhabited house in a walled city, then there shall be the ransom of it, until the time is fulfilled. Its time of ransom shall be a full year. And if it be not ransomed until there be completed of its time a full year, the house which is in the walled city shall be surely confirmed to him that bought it, throughout his generations, and it shall not go out in the release. But the houses in the villages which have not a wall round about them, shall be reckoned as the fields of the country. They shall always be redeemable, and they shall go out in the release. And the cities of the Levites, the houses of the cities in their possession, shall be always redeemable to the Levites. And if any one shall redeem a house of the Levites, then shall their sale of the houses of their possession go out in the release, because the houses of the cities of the Levites are their possession in the midst of the children of Israel. And the land set apart for their cities shall not be sold, because this is their perpetual possession. And if thy brother who is with thee become poor, and he fail in resources with thee, thou shalt help him as a stranger and a sojourner, and thy brother shall live with thee. Thou shalt not receive from him interest, nor increase, and thou shalt fear thy God. I am the Lord, and thy brother shall live with thee. Thou shalt not lend thy money to him at interest, and thou shalt not lend thy meat to him to be returned with increase. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, to give you the land of Canaan, so as to be your God. And if thy brother buy thee be Lord, and be sold to thee, he shall not serve thee with the servitude of a slave. He shall be with thee as a hireling or a sojourner. He shall work for thee till the year of release, and he shall go out in the release, and his children with him, and he shall go to his family, he shall hasten back to his patrimony. Because these are my servants, whom I brought out of the land of Egypt, such an one shall not be sold as a common servant. Thou shalt not oppress him with labor, and shalt fear the Lord thy God. And whatever number of men servants and maid servants thou shalt have, thou shalt purchase male and female servants from the nations that are round about thee. And of the sons of the sojourners that are among you, of these ye shall buy, and of their relations, all that shall be in your lands, let them be to you for a possession. And ye shall distribute them to your children after you, and they shall be to you permanent possessions forever. But of your brethren the children of Israel, one shall not oppress his brother in labors. And if a stranger or sojourner with thee wax rich, and thy brother in distress be sold to the stranger or the sojourner that is with thee, or to a proselyte by extraction, after he is sold to him there shall be redemption for him, one of his brethren shall redeem him. A brother of his father, or a son of his father's brother shall redeem him, or let one of his near kin of his tribe redeem him, and if he should be rich and redeem himself, then shall he calculate with his purchaser from the year that he sold himself to him until the year of release, and the money of his purchase shall be as that of a hireling, he shall be with him from year to year. And if any have a greater number of years than enough, according to these he shall pay his ransom out of his purchase money. And if but a little time be left of the years to the year of release, then shall he reckon to him according to his years, and shall pay his ransom as a hireling, he shall be with him from year to year. Thou shalt not oppress him with labor before thee. And if he do not pay his ransom accordingly, he shall go out in the year of his release, he and his children with him. For the children of Israel are my servants, they are my attendants, whom I brought out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Ye shall not make to yourselves gods made with hands, or graven, neither shall ye rear up a pillar for yourselves, neither shall ye set up a stone for an object in your land to worship it. I am the Lord your God. Ye shall keep my Sabbaths, and reverence my sanctuaries. I am the Lord. If ye will walk in my ordinances, and keep my commandments, and do them, then will I give you the rain in its season, and the land shall produce its fruits, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruit. And your threshing time shall overtake the vintage, and your vintage shall overtake your seed time, and ye shall eat your bread to the full, and ye shall dwell safely upon your land, and war shall not go through your land. And I will give peace in your land, and ye shall sleep, and none shall make you afraid, and I will destroy the evil beasts out of your land, and ye shall pursue your enemies, and they shall fall before you with slaughter. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall chase tens of thousands, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. And I will look upon you, and increase you, and multiply you, and establish my covenant with you. And ye shall eat that which is old and very old, and bring forth the old to make way for the new. And I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you, and I will walk among you, and be your God, and ye shall be my people. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, where ye were slaves, and I broke the band of your yoke, and brought you forth openly. But if ye will not hearken to me, nor obey these my ordinances, but disobey them, and your soul should loathe my judgments, so that ye should not keep all my commands, so as to break my covenant, then will I do thus to you. I will even bring upon you perplexity and the itch, and the fever that causes your eyes to waste away, and disease that consumes your life, and ye shall sow your seeds in vain, and your enemies shall eat them. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall fall before your enemies, and they that hate you shall pursue you, and ye shall flee, no one pursuing you. And if ye still refuse to hearken to me, then will I chasten you yet more, even 7 times for your sins. And I will break down the haughtiness of your pride, and I will make your heaven iron, and your earth as it were brass. And your strength shall be in vain, and your land shall not yield its seed, and the tree of your field shall not yield its fruit. And if after this ye should walk perversely, and not be willing to obey me, I will further bring upon you 7 plagues according to your sins. And I will send upon you the wild beasts of the land, and they shall devour you, and shall consume your cattle, and I will make you few in number, and your ways shall be desolate. And if hereupon ye are not corrected, but walk perversely towards me, I also will walk with you with a perverse spirit, and I also will smite you 7 times for your sins. And I will bring upon you a sword avenging the cause of my covenant, and ye shall flee for refuge to your cities, and I will send out death against you, and ye shall be delivered into the hands of your enemies. When I afflict you with famine of bread, then 10 women shall bake your loaves in one oven, and they shall render your loaves by weight, and ye shall eat, and not be satisfied. And if hereupon ye will not obey me, but walk perversely towards me, then will I walk with you with a froward mind, and I will chasten you 7-fold according to your sins. And ye shall eat the flesh of your sons, and the flesh of your daughters shall ye eat. And I will render your pillars desolate, and will utterly destroy your wooden images made with hands, and I will lay your carcasses on the carcasses of your idols, and my soul shall loathe you. And I will lay your cities waste, and I will make your sanctuaries desolate, and I will not smell the savor of your sacrifices. And I will lay your land desolate, and your enemies who dwell in it shall wonder at it. And I will scatter you among the nations, and the sword shall come upon you and consume you, and your land shall be desolate, and your cities shall be desolate. Then the land shall enjoy its Sabbaths all the days of its desolation. And ye shall be in the land of your enemies, then the land shall keep its Sabbaths, and the land shall enjoy its Sabbaths all the days of its desolation. It shall keep Sabbaths which it kept not among your Sabbaths, when ye dwelt in it. And to those who are left of you I will bring bondage into their heart in the land of their enemies, and the sound of a shaken leaf shall chase them, and they shall flee as fleeing from war, and shall fall when none pursues them. And brother shall disregard brother as in war, when none pursues, and ye shall not be able to withstand your enemies. And ye shall perish among the Gentiles, and the land of your enemies shall devour you. And those who are left of you shall perish, because of their sins, and because of the sins of their fathers, in the land of their enemies shall they consume away. And they shall confess their sins, and the sins of their fathers, that they have transgressed and neglected me, and that they have walked perversely before me, and I walked with them with a perverse mind, and I will destroy them in the land of their enemies. Then shall their uncircumcised heart be ashamed, and then shall they acquiesce in the punishment of their sins. And I will remember the covenant of Jacob, and the covenant of Isaac, and the covenant of Abram will I remember. And I will remember the land, and the land shall be left of them. Then the land shall enjoy her Sabbaths, when it is deserted through them, and they shall accept the punishment of their iniquities, because they neglected my judgments, and in their soul loathed my ordinances. And yet not even thus, while they were in the land of their enemies, did I overlook them, nor did I loathe them so as to consume them, to break my covenant made with them, for I am the Lord their God. And I will remember their former covenant, when I brought them out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage before the nation, to be their God. I am the Lord. These are my judgments. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, Whosoever shall vow a vow as the valuation of his soul for the Lord, the valuation of a male from 20 years old to 60 years old shall be 50 didrachms of silver by the standard of the sanctuary. The valuation of a female shall be 30 didrachms. If from 5 years old to 20, the valuation of a male shall be 20 didrachms, and of a female 10 didrachms. From a month old to 5 years old, the valuation of a male shall be 5 didrachms, and of a female 3 didrachms of silver. If from 60 years old and upward, if male, his valuation shall be 15 didrachms of silver, and if female, 10 didrachms. If the man is too poor for the valuation, he shall stand before the priest shall value him according to what he can afford. If it be from the cattle that are offered as a gift to the Lord, whoever offers one of these to the Lord, it shall be holy. He shall not change it, a good for a bad, or a bad for a good. If he does, both it and the substitute shall be holy. If it be any unclean beast, which none are offered as a gift to the Lord, he shall set the beast before the priest. The priest shall make a valuation between the good and the bad, and accordingly it shall stand. If the worshipper will redeem it, he shall add the 5th part to its value. If a man consecrates his house as holy to the Lord, the priest shall make a valuation between the good and the bad, as the priest values it, so shall it stand. If he who sanctified it redeems his house, he shall add the 5th part of the money of the valuation, and it shall be his. If a man hallow to the Lord part of the field of his possession, the valuation shall be according to its seed, 50 didrachms of silver for a homer of barley. If he sanctifies his field from the year of release, it shall stand according to his valuation. If he sanctifies his field in the latter time after the release, the priest shall reckon to him the money for the remaining years until the next year of release, and it shall be deducted as an equivalent from his full valuation. If he who sanctified the field redeems it, he shall add the 5th part of the money, and it shall be his. If he does not redeem the field but sells it to another man, he shall not redeem it afterward. The field shall be holy to the Lord after the release as separated land, the priest shall have possession of it. If he consecrates to the Lord a field he has bought, which is not of his possession, the priest shall reckon the full valuation from the year of release, and he shall pay the valuation that day as holy to the Lord. In the year of release, the land shall be restored to the man from whom it was bought, whose possession the land was. Every valuation shall be by holy weights, the didrachm shall be 20 oboli. Every firstborn produced among your cattle shall be the Lord's. No one shall sanctify it, whether calf or sheep, it is the Lord's. If he redeems an unclean beast according to its valuation, he shall add the 5th part to it, and it shall be his. If he does not redeem it, it shall be sold according to its valuation. Every dedicated thing that a man dedicates to the Lord of all that he has, whether man, beast, or field, he shall not sell or redeem it. Every devoted thing shall be most holy to the Lord. Whatever is dedicated of men shall not be ransomed, but shall be put to death. Every tithe of the land, both of the seed of the land and of the fruit of trees, is the Lord's, holy to the Lord. If a man redeems his tithe, he shall add the 5th part to it, and it shall be his. Every tithe of oxen, sheep, and whatever comes under the rod, the 10th shall be holy to the Lord. You shall not change a good for a bad or a bad for a good. If you do, its equivalent shall also be holy and shall not be redeemed. These are the commandments which the Lord commanded Moses for the sons of Israel on Mount Sinai.